Sunday morning, t-shirt, somewhat ninja looking pants, not quite harem pants, but not quite joggers. We're feeling very effortless. There's a difference between effortless and no effort though. I feel like today is more no effort. I couldn't find gold hoop earrings. There's two pairs that I like, they're the same. They're from New York & Company, they're huge. Like whenever you see me wearing gold hoop earrings, those are the ones, could not find them. So we have these, I don't know, black ones. You guys see this highlight? The Ofra, is this eyeshadow palette. I have it on all over my eyes. It's their Radiant Eyes, I think. So pretty. Brows are so not done today, like they're horrible. Okay. I don't know what the plan is today. I just have a whole bunch of things that need to be done, so we shall see. This new version of my camera does not quite pull in light the way my other camera did. I don't know about that. Okay. TV shows. I just finished up the most recent season of The Atlanta Housewives. I do feel like this has like a wider lens. Does it feel that way? Like you see way more of the car? Anyway. Atlanta Housewives. I fucking hated Phaedra from the very beginning. So to see her go and the way she went makes me happy. I did not like her. I don't know, her character, if you can call it that, like, you know, this reality TV. It's like, I don't know, I felt good about her departure. This morning during breakfast, I started watching Mindhunter. Wow, please go watch that. Jonathan Groff is in it. He was in Glee. At least that's my only reference point for him. I don't recall seeing him in other things. He's really good in it. Slightly, I don't know, maybe he'll grow into the character. I'm a little like, but it's good. The show is so good. Okay, so today was a little weird. You know when you like leave the house, maybe this has happened for me like on certain holidays that like I don't care about, or like not, but like, you know, that my family doesn't celebrate or I don't celebrate, like Easter. Sometimes I'll forget it's Easter and I'll like venture out into the world thinking that like there are stores open and stuff. And I thought that's what it was today. I'm like, is there a holiday that I don't know about? Or is everyone at church because it's like a Sunday? And I'm like, is it that? But I don't think so. And then I was like, is there a, what do you call it? A competition? No, a sport event, a game. Whoa, the next words were gonna be something like battle, tournament. I thought maybe there was that, but even if there was a game and people were at the game or they were watching it on TV, there still would not be this few people out. It was really like odd, like kind of ghost townish. Ulta had 20% off and it was good off of all prestige, but you know, whatever. I go in store, there's like nothing good in the stores by me. You know how like Ulta is like acquiring all these brands to like retail, and it's like always in select stores. Trust that it will never be any select stores by me. The same with Sephora's. There will never be like select displays by me. They'll never be in Ohio or Cleveland or whatever. So I went to see what I could find maybe. So I have the L'Oreal Fairy in V38. This is Intense Deep Violet. The V48, which I usually get, is I think Intense Medium Violet. So I'm wondering if maybe this one will have less red tones and a little more like purple tones. So we shall see. I'm excited. So it's buy one get one half off, which was awesome, and then a 20% off of that. So I think I paid like 12 bucks for both, which is good. I also was looking at the Loreal bronzers because Sarah, thank you Sarah, she was like, you would like the Loreal bronzers, and I'm like, you know what, I do. I picked a shade. I think I picked Pool Party, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll get it in store. You know, I hate using coupons in store because it's just not as like a good deal that way. And then I randomly decided to check the Loreal website because there's so many friends and family sales right now, and I was like, 25% off, so I'm gonna get it off the website, you know, free shipping. I don't think there's tax. Very exciting. Okay, what else do I want to share with you? I have food, Trader Joe's and Target, so I will share the food with you now. Okay, this is probably actually a very boring Target haul, but I have Doritos. Yum. I think there's $1 off on this, 20% off on this. I don't even need this. This is so bad, but like I've been craving chocolate lately and peanut butter, so might as well. Mints for the desks at work. Okay, This is very important. This is awesome. I have been looking for exfoliating cleansing cloths for a really long time. And I finally just gave these a go. They're so good. I cut one of them in half and I just use them in the morning to exfoliate like my T-zone and any other areas. I have gone through one package already and they are amazing. I haven't shared it with you because I was like, oh, I'll just share it in like a drugstore diaries, which I have not filmed. But these are amazing. These have been like instrumental in like having really smooth skin in the morning and really smooth like makeup application. So good. If I talk about them more, there's so much more I want to say about these, but these are so good. They come in like a peach, apricot. I haven't gotten that one yet. I have only gotten this one, the cucumber. Trader Joe's, finally, this mango and sticky rice spring rolls. Andrew probably tagged me on Instagram. Oh my god, showing me this like 2 months ago at least, and I've just now seen it at my Trader Joe's, so I have 2 boxes. I'm just assuming they're gonna be good. I hate doing this because what if they suck? 2 of the paneer tikka masala, the veggie masala burgers. I have always really good luck with the Indian flavors at Trader Joe's, so we'll see if these are any good. This is some hatch chile mac and cheese. I don't know. And this stuff, so awesome. I had bought this like a long time ago and I just made it last night. I just put it in the toaster oven and did like a cheesy breadstick thing. These are so good. Make sandwiches with them, make breadsticks, make pizza, obviously. So into it. Okay, as far as snacks go, the bite-sized everything crackers. I see the like everything bagel like seasoning constantly on different Trader Joe's like Instagram accounts. Must be good. This is pumpkin spice pumpkin seeds. I don't know if I'm gonna like them. Maybe I will. I'm not someone that likes pumpkin spice everything. Like I like a pumpkin spice latte, but in general I'm not like, oh, pumpkin spice everything. We have ranch crispy chickpeas. I got the ghosts and bats again. I like those. And then we have reduced guilt kettle cooked potato chips lightly salted. I want to see if these are as good as like the Snyder's does a no salt. Those are really good. And then the shears 50% less fat, which have less salt also. So I'm just trying to see if these are good. Okay, so you best believe I'm going to have this first. I just put it in. It's what, 10 minutes? I did like 15 minutes at 350, so let's see if it's any good. Okay. It is intense deliciousness. I am very happy that I got 2 packages, and the next time I go I am definitely getting more. If you've ever had sticky rice with some coconut and mango, then you know how this should taste, and this tastes just like that, except now you have this like crispy wrapper. It's so good. And here is some of that, I said I made some like cheesy bread with the cauliflower crust from Trader Joe's last night. This is what's left over. Super good. Like, you know, I think they use cauliflower and corn flour for this base. You could obviously crisp it up even more, but like this doesn't really change color. Like it kind of stays white because, you know, cauliflower, but in case you're wondering what it looks like. Also, the hair is not cooperating today. I might have to like do a slight trim. You're gonna see pieces that are like wanting to like do this, that like want to do that. It's not like my favorite thing, but yeah, this is gonna happen a lot because I've noticed it a lot, and I've tried curling and it just doesn't want to be curled. Okay, so first of all, throughout this video, I'm gonna be sharing some Artis brushes with you. When I got this package in the mail, I was like, what? First of all, it was so heavy. There was a cardboard box, and inside was another cardboard box, and inside was another box, and then there was this. Do you see how huge this is? Like, and it latches. I would say if you are someone that either really loves brushes and also as a gift, someone that loves brushes, like this is like stunning. Hold on. And then you open it up. There's like a booklet, and then all the brushes are in here. Like it's crazy. So beautiful. And this is like their smoke set, or it's like a smoke finish of the brushes. And then these are the 4 you get. I'm gonna talk about them as I go through the makeup because I've used them today. I mean, I've had them for like maybe a month now. So I just haven't had the time to actually do like a good review of them, even though I've done a lot of reviews of the Artis brushes, and I'll link the videos below where I've done Get Ready With Me so you can see. The foundation is still the Estee Lauder Double Wear in the shade Sand. I put it in like a cushion compact, and today I went for heavier coverage and I used the MAC Oval 6. The MAC Oval 6 obviously looks just like the Artis brushes because any of the oval brushes you see on the MAC website are made by Artis. So I would say if you want to save just a little bit of money, I think the MAC one is 42, the Oval 6, and then the Artis Oval 6 is 57. So, and MAC does a lot of discounts lately. You've been noticing like 15% off, 20% off. So if you want to, I think there's only 2 oval brushes though. So, but they are made by Artis, so like they're just as good quality. I've tried a lot of oval brushes. Hold on, let me show you. So here's one from Misha. I love the shape of this one, but look what happened. This happens all the time. This is the 3rd Misha brush that's done this to me. Andrew, I think it's happened to 2 of his. Like, they're really, really good until like they're not good, and then you kind of have to like piece them together. And then I used to have a By Terry one, and you guys know I love By Terry as a brand, but the whole, like this whole piece just like came off one day, and I was like, whoa, okay. So, and I've had Artis brushes for just as long, a lot of them, and they've never done anything weird like that to me. So, I mean, the price point is higher, but they're also the originals, and they're also just really good and durable, and nothing, you're not gonna have like these kind of like, you know, mishaps where it's like, I mean, I was just literally using it and it just like, and I was like, all right, guess we're not using that anymore today. So yeah, the Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is just, I mean, I haven't stopped using it since I got it, and you guys have seen every so often I'll like veer off and I'll try like my La Prairie again, and I'll use like other foundations like just for one day, but then I'll just like, want to come back to this because the wear time on this is just so great. Now I'm not gonna say that it goes really matte on me because I still think I have like, if you look at the finish, it doesn't look matte, but it just looks not dewy, if that makes any sense. For the corrector, I use the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear Camouflage in the shade Peach. I have it in the inner corners, like down here, and then through the divots, all around the mouth, under the nose. I had showed you guys that I had bought like the Maybelline Master Camo. Like there was like the really orange one and then like a light pink, and I'd mix it together to kind of create a shade that looks like this. But I mean, this shade like just already looks like this, and it works so well for my skin tone. In this Artis Smoke Finish set, I have been obsessed with the Oval 3 for quite some time. Where is it? I have it. It's basically essentially always in my makeup collection now, or makeup brush collection, like to use every day, because I use it to just clean up like this area of my eyeshadow, and I use it to apply concealer under the nose and like into the crevices. And I always was wondering how good or like how different the 4 would be. So here's a size comparison. The smaller one is a 3 and the larger one is a 4. I thought I was obsessed with the 3, but I'm really obsessed with the 4 also. So this I still use for the same purposes in here to clean up the eyeshadow, but this is just so good for concealer, like for larger areas. I mean, I don't know if I can pick which one I like more. I love them both, and I just wasn't sure how much bigger the 4 was, and now that I have comparison, I'm like, oh, I don't know. They're just both really good. This is actually like the more precisely the size of my finger, so anything that I would use my finger for, I can use this, so I can apply product with my finger to kind of like push it into the skin. But when I blend it out, I'll use this, and it's just so pretty. Anyone that uses the Artis brushes, you know that the way it buffs, it's not even buffing, the way it just kind of presses product into your skin is just, it's just different. It's immediately airbrushed, and you don't lose any coverage when you use brushes like this. Like you get like almost the full, what's the word, like maximum efficiency and like full coverage from products. And then for concealer, I've been trying to use up my concealers. This is NARS Radiant Cream Concealer in Custard, and then this is in Macadamia. So Macadamia I place like right on top of the corrector, since it does have a peachier like vibe to it, and then I use Custard along like up here. I'm so light right now, guys. I used to like not enjoy Custard on the under eyes because I felt like it looked too light, but now I don't know, I must be so light and be so unaware of how light I am, because sometimes I'll look at my foundation like in the sunlight and I'm like, that doesn't match. So that's Macadamia and that's Custard. So that's on the inner corner and blended down, and then this is kind of more on this area since it's a little lighter. So you get these two in the set, and then also you get this. Okay, now I wasn't sure about this. This is the Circle 1. And at first I was like, oh, I can use this for the way I do like the smoky eye, the way I use the, this is also from Artis, but this is their brush craft line, and this is the Circle 1R. And I use this in a tutorial for you guys, and I like use it to like do the smoky eye for the lower lash line. And I loved it, and I thought I was gonna be able to use this for that, but the shape is a little different. I'll explain this to you. The brush craft has like a rounded tapered edge, whereas the Circle 1 from the Elite collection, it's just more like flat. It's like a kabuki almost. So while this is great for the eyes, this is really, really excellent for spot concealing. Because there's like more bristles kind of flared out on the edges, when you have like a spot to conceal, you can apply your product, you can apply it with this or with your finger, and then you just buff it in, like really just focus it on the area where you need that coverage. It just like magically kind of magic wands erases it away. Really, really pretty. Now obviously whenever something is raised or healing, you can never really cover it properly, but for like scars, anything that's kind of flat, when you use this kind of buff product into that area, it's amazing and beautiful how good it can look, especially from obviously from far away, but even up close, a person would probably really, really have to like look for it on your face to see it, because it does such a beautiful job. Okay, so to set the face, this is the Troy Surratt Diaphane Loose Powder. I think I got mine in like the, there's like a matte one and like a more glowy one. I got the glowier version, but I don't really think that the glowy version is very glowy. Like, can you tell? So it has this like really fun packaging. It's like slightly iridescent but matte, and then just slightly like it's like a softer finish up here. That doesn't matter. What's inside is like, it's a compact, and then there's like a net, and then there's the powder. And it's so beautiful. What I do is I use like a wet beauty sponge, and I like dab it in there, and I just like use it for the under eyes, down the T-zone, wherever I have concealer. So it's not a very heavy layer of powder. And then for the rest of my face, I'll take like a bigger brush and just kind of dust the perimeter. It's just, it's really pretty, like really, really beautiful. Now, I wouldn't use this with a brush under the eyes. You know how some powders, you can use a brush, you can use a sponge, i.e. the Charlotte Tilbury, like that stuff just looks beautiful no matter how you apply it. But this, I would just say use a sponge, it's just better. For bronzer, I have the No. 7 bronzer in Maple. I have been looking for this color for forever. Earlier in the year, I had showed you guys some No. 7 lip products. Sorry, it's coming together into the neck again. And I had seen these bronzers, and there's two other shades, and one of them is too light for me, and the other one is a little like more orangey and shimmery on my skin tone. And I always wanted to pick up Maple, but every time Maple would either be sold out, or because I tend to see this at Ulta, sometimes I see it at Target, but not that often. I see more skincare at Target and less makeup. So at Ulta, there's always testers, and I just feel like people just rip into the packaging. So even if I find a shade that I like, I don't want to take home one that looks like it's been kind of like, you know, like swatched to death, and like, you know, you don't know where people's fingers have been. So I finally got this, and I think it is so pretty. First of all, the packaging is really pretty. I mean, it's a little fingerprinty, but it's really cool, like a cool design. And then the inside looks like that. I don't know, are you guys like a sucker for kind of like when something's embossed on bronzers or any kind of face product? Because I totally am. Like, it doesn't make me want to buy it, but it adds to the appeal. So there's a swatch of it. On light skin tones, this can definitely be used as a contour, but I just have it on all over the face today, so you can see it very clearly. It gives a lot of definition. There's not very much glow to it. I would say it's a fairly like pretty matte bronzer, but not matte in a way where it sits on top of your skin, you can see all the powder. It definitely like melds into your skin. Don't you guys feel like this camera does a really good job of like making things look more real life? Like, this is how I think my makeup looks in real life, whereas sometimes it looks like almost too perfect. But yeah, this is the bronzer, and I have it down the nose too. I also have it in the crease of my eye because I have a fairly like shimmery eye palette, and I just threw this into the crease just to like, you know, bring it all together. Okay, for highlight, I use the Ofra Signature Eyeshadow Palette in Radiant Eyes. I talked about this earlier in the vlog because I was in the car and I could see my highlight. It was just so pretty. So I also have this on the eyes. but I don't think the shades are labeled. But this is such a beautiful palette. I mean, we all know that Ofra does great liquid lipsticks and they do really great highlighters. But I feel like people are sleeping on this eyeshadow palette because it's like really, really beautiful. It is all I have on the eyes outside of a little bit of that bronzer in the crease, and I have been wearing this for like this whole week and I really love it. Their powders are so, it's like a really, really beautiful soft metallic shade, and or shades. I use this one right here. I'll do swatches of all of them for you, but I use this Morphe brush because obviously these pans are slightly smaller, but I use this Morphe brush and I just tapped it into this color. I feel like you can really see it on this side of my face because I think there's a slightly less light on this side, but should we do more? It's so pretty. Am I gonna regret this in real life when I go to the office today? I don't know, but it's so pretty. I just wanted you guys to be able to see on camera how pretty it is. Bring it down the nose a little again. I have so much highlighter on, it's crazy. And I have it above my lip, and I'm not gonna touch it right now because there's already lip product there. So these are the swatches. I have this shade on the lid, this shade on the outer corner, and then this shade tiny bit on the crease and the lower lash line, and then this is the inner corner highlight, and then this is my highlight like on the face today. When I first had started seeing this palette, I was just like, oh, whatever, and then I like actually looked up swatches and I was like, this is beautiful. And you know, swatches you're never really sure, but when I got the palette and I was like playing with it, I'm like, this is so stunning. And I'm like, I wonder if they have other palettes, but then I'm like, even if there were other shade combinations, I don't know that I want anything beyond this. Like this, I still have yet to use this all over the lid, and I want to do a smoky eye. I'll probably do a smoky eye with this tomorrow, like a soft shimmery smoky eye. I think it's really hard to find, I don't know how to explain it, like shimmer or metallics that aren't harsh on the lid, because you know how sometimes when things are too metallic or they catch the light in a certain way on your lids, they look crepey. When I like literally don't have crepey lids, and it makes everything look older, and I don't like that. Like, why is this like I use some kind of thing on Facetune where I like really want to detail something out, and then my actual skin does not look like that. So I am in love with this. Now, obviously this is called Radiant Eyes, and it's a purely shimmer palette. You're not gonna like, you're gonna need to bring in a matte shade. But those swatches were like no primer. Like I never use primer for swatches. I never prime anything when I give you guys swatches in these videos. This is what the packaging looks like. This is 30 bucks. Each shadow is 2 grams, which is very generous. And when I see palettes like this, and I'm like, when a brand like Ofra, it's still considered a fairly like independent indie brand. Yes, it's sold at Ulta now, which is super exciting. But it really makes me wonder when I look at like bigger brands, more established brands, or brands with a lot more money behind them, and they will put out like a $45, $50, $59, $65 palette. And it's not as consistently quality across the board as something like this. And it just makes you wonder. There's like the amount of product you get, how it performs, how it looks, the pigmentation and how things apply and how they blend out. It just really makes you wonder. I don't know. I think this is an excellent value, and it's so pretty. You saw the swatches. I have it on the eyes. So I have that more reddish shade down here. It's a little bit in the crease, and then the darkest shade is on the outer corner. I have that kind of medium shade, that kind of bronzy peachy color in the center, and then the highlight is the lightest shade, and like I showed you before, the actual like highlight, which is like really beaming right now and really pretty. As a base for the eyeshadow, I use matte Costa Riche. I have it in the Tightline waterline, and I smudge it into the lid and the lower lash line. So this was essentially my eyeshadow base today, and I just love this. I love any kind of kohl. I love anything that blends out. And to smudge everything in, I use the Artis Elite Linear 1. I've showed this to you before. I have like the white one. Actually, you know what I want to share with you? Overall, even though the white version of these brushes are really beautiful and they like make really beautiful Instagram photos, for everyday use and as like a regular makeup wearer and user, I actually think the smoke finish ones are preferable. They look cleaner for longer because obviously they're darker. So I used matte Costa Riche today, and I just used this and I smudged it into the lash line, and I've showed this to you guys in a like get ready with me. it just smudges and makes your shadow so smoky and so precise. Because here's the thing with smoky eyes or any kind of smudgy thing. You want that kind of soft effect, but you need it to stay in place, and this is just excellent for that. If you want really perfect smudgy liner, this is so good. So that's a swatch of it kind of blended out. Matte Costa Riche as the base today. For the rest of the eyes, we just have the Sisley So Intense eyeliner on the majority of the lid, and then to do the wing, I have the NYX Epic Ink eyeliner. I just want to say, sometimes, I mean, I tend to try to write it in the description box, but I know this is like $70, the Sisley eyeliner. I get mine off of Rouleal. I've seen it on there from anywhere from $27, $29. I originally probably picked mine up for like $32 or something. So no, I would never pay $70 for an eyeliner. That's just like not happening. But at like 27, yeah, definitely. And it's so beautiful and black and matte, and it's just, it's so dark and it's just so good. I don't know where I'm at with my brows right now, guys. Like, I know I had talked about microblading, but I'm just like, I have skin, like if I get cut, like I've had surgeries before, like on my knees, and just like whenever I have like a deep cut, or even not deep cuts, I easily form like keloid scars. Like even when I get like tattoos, like my tattoos like look fine from far away, but if you were to touch them, like they're raised. And then whenever I have like an eczema flare up, like these things get so itchy, and like it kind of ruins like my tattoo, because it becomes like less, like the lines become less defined because of like, you know, the scratching and like the inflammation. So the idea of getting microbladed brows sounds amazing, except for the fact that I'm concerned that my skin will get raised or bumpy, or like it will form scars improperly. Or unevenly even, you know, like let's say he or she applies more pressure on one part of my brow than another, then I'm gonna have like, I'm just a little worried about that. Otherwise, I feel like I've been like on board for it like a long time ago. For the lips, I have the Givenchy. I love their lip products. What is this called? This is the Rouge Porter Moka Imprime 304. It's in this really cool, I think it's faux leather packaging. And then you have like a stud right here. Super cool. And these just go on like a lip balm, and that's why I love them. And it looks like a really dark, scary color. Like it looks like the color of my hair, well, slightly lighter. Do you see that? It's like a sheer lip balm. So depending on your actual lip color, it'll blend in and create its kind of own shade. So that's what it looks like on me. I have like mauve-y lips. I would say it just creates a more intense mauve shade, I guess. A little bit more brown. I just really love it. It makes your lips look really pretty. I have these sitting here. I'm just going to share them with you. This is the Marc Jacobs. There's like the Snake Charmer set, and it came with all of these glosses. Marc Jacobs was doing like 25% off. And usually I've been generally ignoring all my emails because I don't have time to like browse websites and do stuff like that anymore in the past month. But Marc Jacobs, like Jacobs incessantly was sending this email about like their friends and family style. So finally I just like was like, okay, let's see if I can find anything that I'm like interested in or have been wanting. And they came out with this shade of gloss called Changes. And that wasn't me stuttering, that's just the actual name of the gloss. Look at this, it's so pretty. Do you see this iridescence? This duochrome? And then I saw this set, and I got it for 25% off, which made me really happy. And I was like, I'll bet I already have these glosses, because I picked up a set last year, but I don't have any of these shades, and it makes me so happy. But we're not gonna talk about these. Maybe we'll do like a haul video. Or maybe like, I don't know. I really would love to do a Sephora recommendations video for the VIB sale, but I'm not gonna promise anything. This is so pretty. We're gonna put it on. I love the formula of his glosses. Oh my god, did my lips look better before? Maybe, but these look more interesting. Let me do a swatch for you. And there's like shimmers in it, but you don't feel them on your lips. Isn't that pretty? Woo! I wonder if it's limited edition. I know they have it in a full size, but I'm like, oh, who needs to get the full size when you can get it in a set? Okay, so obviously we changed. That outfit was cute, but it was just like way too itchy. Guys, I'm basically sleeping naked. It's like 40 degrees, 30 degrees at night maybe, and it's freezing in my house, but I like, let's rehash. Allergic reaction to hair dye, which then led to eczema on like kind of the lower part of my body, and now everything is just eczema now. Like I think the allergic reaction is like almost done. Like my ears are still a little itchy and my like hands are a little itchy. and wrists, but now it's just everywhere. And so the goals lately, the goal has been to figure out how to not wear a bra to work, and that's hard. So I put on like a cotton like tank, because cotton feels the best against the skin, or something like rayon. And then I have this coat from like Forever 21 that's like, it has to be like 7 years old, like so old, but it has like this huge drapey neck thing. So I like safety pinned this just at the top so it would like drape a little, and we're good to go, like no bra. And I'm feeling very comfortable right now. Oh, okay. I also had to like really buff out that that highlight. It looked real cute on camera, right? But it's just like too much in like real life. Okay. Okay, whatever. I finished Mindhunter. It's so good, guys. So good. Like, I am so into it. I haven't, okay. And what else? I started watching Will and Grace, like that reboot. And I remember loving it when it, like back in the day, but I can't get into like this new season. Like I'm trying, it's like their jokes are kind of like, I don't know, like if there's something just really off about it and I'm just not laughing. I'm like, I want to. Like every so often, Jack and Karen will say something and I'll laugh, but like overall, I'm kind of like, oh, so much more should be happening here. Oh, and Scandal. Oh, I know this is the last season. I mean, first of all, Olivia's hair, so cute. She's doing like a side part. I guess I'm also doing a side part lately, so I don't know. It's like her hair is so pretty. It's so cute this way. I watched what was the most recent episode I watched? I think it was like episode 3 maybe. And it's when it was like totally focused on Fitz, and he's like, you know, in Vermont trying to like, you know, figure out what he's doing post-presidency. And it was just like a really, really good episode. Like I liked it because the show never seems to focus on him so heavily, and it's like he got his own episode and it was really, really good. There was a moment where he went and took like a selfie with the guy who was protesting the monument. And when I was watching that scene, I was like, oh, I was like so happy. Like it was so happy to watch it. And then I started crying, and it came out of nowhere. And I was just like, wow. I am so moved by even like fake progress. Like just the idea of it was so like moving to me. Guys, the news has got me feeling all kinds of ways lately, and it's just so, it's good because I feel like not that I didn't have feelings, but I don't think I expressed feelings. Like in my 20s, I definitely was not expressive about feelings. Okay, good morning. Today's Friday. What do I want to share with you? I dyed my hair with the new hair dye, the V38. I think it's really pretty. I think it's like slightly darker, and then when I saw like dried spots of the dye, like on like, you know, like when you dye you get some on your counter on a paper towel, it's like it dries very purple, like very pink, whereas the V38, it dried more of like a reddish burgundy. So I really think this is like a more purpley toned one versus a red toned one, and I think it's really pretty. Oh crap. Okay, I was gonna share this e.l.f. package with you that is so good. It's like their active line. Maybe we'll do it like later today. There was a point of vlogging right now and I don't remember what the vlogging. Oh, yes. I think I want to talk about TV shows. Okay. So, this is very bright now. I think maybe this ISO might be up too high. Nope, I guess we're just gonna leave it as is. Oh, this is so bright. That's better? Oh, that's so much better. Okay. So, what did I want to say about TV shows? We talked about Scandal. Oh, This Is Us. This is for Soli. You need to watch This Is Us. She's telling me she doesn't watch it. She refuses. I don't want to know the reasons, the grounds for refusal, but I'm into the 2nd season now and I'm just like, oh wow, so good. Again, Randall and his wife, like they are just, I hope they delve more into their characters because I'm very curious about like their story. Also, how great of a guy is Toby? Yeah, so awesome. There's just so many like, you know what the thing about this show is? I always feel like it's, you just wait for it to be like cliche and it just doesn't. And it just gives you the right amount of whatever. I'm not making any sense right now. It's been getting dark around like 6 or 7 o'clock at night right now, which means it's finally like warm, not warm, like cold weather. Oh, so I had mentioned that I was trying, not wearing clothes. So I decided to wear clothes last night because it's so cold, like to sleep. Wow. I'm sorry about this lighting, guys. You can see how pretty my hair is. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, do you guys mind for a second if we just have like this? I can't change it while I'm driving. So I wore like pajama pants and like a tank top to bed I think a couple nights ago, and I woke up at 3:30, you know, itchy. Had no pants on at that point. Also one titty out. It was like, became like a one shoulder top because like my left shoulder is the one that's like driving me crazy. I don't know. I started watching Atlanta on, is it Netflix? Yeah? No. Well, it's either on Netflix or Hulu. Those are the only two I have. Oh, and Amazon Prime or Amazon Video. But yeah, I started watching Atlanta. I think I had saw that it had won a whole bunch of Emmys, was it? And I was like, what is this show about? And I started watching. I think I'm about like 3 episodes in, 2 or 3 episodes in. It's really good. It's, I feel like, what is the name of the guy? He's been on so many things. He sings. Well, Childish Gambino is, I shouldn't even be vlogging. I'm not making any sense at all.